Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. This video today is on the top 5 games of 2012. Now I know it's a little late because we're a bit of a way into 2013 at the moment, but due to circumstances and stuff, couldn't do it any earlier than now. So better late than never, I guess. Well, just want to start off by saying that I didn't play a great amount of games in 2012. A lot of the games I was getting was just filling up retro games that have previously come out and stuff, so I didn't play a huge amount of new releases. I did play some, and that's why it's not a top 10. Unfortunately I can only do a top 5. But there are loads of games I did want to get, and I just want to quickly mention a couple of them. I've written down a list of games that I wanted to play but didn't get around to playing. Some of these definitely would have made my top 5, or at least honourable mentions. So I'll just start by reading the list. Resident Evil Revelations, Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Tales of Grace's F, Kid Icarus Uprising, Fez, The Walking Dead, Gravity Rush, Pokemon Conquest, The Last Story, New Super Mario Bros. 2, Borderlands 2, Little Big Planet for the PlayStation Vita, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, Code of Princess, Lego Lord of the Rings, Halo 4, Paper Mario Sticker Star, Catherine, Sound Shapes and Journey. Now I know that there's a lot of games there, and I wanted to play a bunch of them. Loads of them definitely could have made some of my favourite games of the year. Unfortunately I just didn't get around to them. Hopefully maybe you'll see them in future games I bought recently, because some of these look really great. So let's get started. Before the top 5, just a few honourable mentions. First honourable mention is the only Vita game on here, Uncharted Golden Abyss. Now I didn't give the Vita as much love as I would have liked to, because it's a nice neat little system, and I'm enjoying. I do enjoy my purchase, even though I haven't got too many games for it. But Uncharted Golden Abyss was a great way to show off what the Vita can do graphically, and you know, the voice acting's great, the cutscenes are great, the action, the combat, it's all just Uncharted on a handheld console, and it's done really well. So if you're a fan of Uncharted, check out Uncharted Golden Abyss. Really nice. These are in no order, by the way. Next up we have New Super Mario Bros. U. Just another New Super Mario Bros. Game. I don't mind that they keep pumping these out, because I really do enjoy the Mario games, the 2D Mario games, and they do put a couple little extras in this. What I really like about this one is that how it's kind of gone back to Super Mario World with the open world map and stuff, and you know, the little shout outs to Super Mario World. Some of the levels in there are from like Super Mario World and stuff like that, and because Super Mario World is my favourite 2D Mario game, so I really enjoy that. The extra modes are good as well, challenge modes, and the boost mode is fun. The multiplayer is really great. The challenge mode can get really hard, so it's definitely a tough game as well. But the graphics are nice, the level design is excellent, and yeah, if you have a Wii U, you might as well pick this up, because it's one of the best launch games for it, so really great game. Next up, the Operation Rainfall game that has yet to come to America. I know it is coming there now, and that's Pandora's Tower. Now, you know, as one of the 3 RPGs, this is more like, it's sort of an action RPG, but more of an adventure game. So the best bit about this game is the story, for sure. All you're told, you're not told anything. You're just told that there's this guy and his girlfriend, and your girlfriend's been cursed, so you have to go into the towers to fetch beast flesh and master flesh and stuff for her to cure her curse. That's all you're told at the beginning, and then the rest of the story unfolds as you progress through the game. That's really great about this, and the combat's great. It's pretty much, if I had to explain this in a nutshell, it's like Zelda without the overworld. It's just Zelda dungeons. So if you're a fan of like Zelda dungeons, then check this out, because it's got like puzzles and combat and stuff, and the bosses are really fun to go against. So Pandora's Tower is a really cool game. Check it out. And lastly, a quick download game, that is Rock Band Blitz. And if you know me, you know I'm a huge fan of the Rock Band series, and a huge fan of just music, the music rhythm genre in general. So this game, a lot of people have been trying to compare it with Rock Band Unplugged or Frequency and Amplitude, the early Harmonix games, but it's nothing like that. It's completely brand new. You pretty much only can use 2 buttons, the directional pad and the face buttons, to play the songs, and then you have to keep switching between tracks. And if you leave one track behind, like, you will kind of get stagnated when you get to a checkpoint in the song. It's like you have to level up your tracks throughout the song. It's really wacky, really unique, and a whole lot of fun. So Rock Band Blitz is great, and you can use any of the songs you've downloaded for Rock Band. So when I started it, my track list was like 500 and something songs big. So That was really great about this game. Rock Band Blitz is excellent as well. And now down to the big 5 of the year. My list is going to be slightly different to other ones you might have seen because, well, there's a lot of games I didn't play. But I don't know, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you'd like to see a list that doesn't end with like The Walking Dead and XCOM and stuff like that. But anyway, at number 5 we have a game that was slightly controversial, and it's Final Fantasy 13 2. So, a lot of people didn't like 13. I know that's a big thing, but I enjoyed 13, so going into this I knew well, it's just going to be an improvement over 13, and an improvement it was. They went back to a lot of the old stuff like random battle encounters and like multiple choice questions, and you could explore a bit more. Like there's not an open world map, but it's not linear anymore. So if you liked Final Fantasy 13, but the only thing you didn't really like about was the linearness and stuff, then definitely check this out. It's improved a lot over 13. If you didn't like 13 because of the combat, you're not going to like this either, because it does use pretty much exactly the same combat, except now there's a like monster hunter type thing where you can get monsters and level them up to make them your third party member, which is also pretty fun. Only gripe with this is the story is nowhere near as good as 13. But so play 13 for the story, play this for the gameplay definitely. I do prefer this to Final Fantasy 13. So yeah, really great RPG, Final Fantasy 13 2. Kind of shows that the Final Fantasy series isn't dying yet. It still has some light. Huge hopes for Final Fantasy 15, please. Next up at number 4, a genre that I don't play a huge deal, but this is Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Now, I don't play I play racing games, but a lot of it's just Mario Kart. So, which is why I really like this game, because it's sort of Mario Kart-ish. Like you've got a huge, awesome roster of characters here. I never played the first Sonic and All-Stars Racing, so this game probably had a bigger impact on me because I wasn't coming from one to the other. This was brand new for me, and I really enjoy the whole mechanics of what they've done new is like with the boats and the flying. I find that a lot of fun, especially playing multiplayer. The World Tour mode in this is hard. It's tough as nails. It is so hard. Once you complete it, you have to go back and complete on the harder difficulties to unlock characters. It is so frustrating, but so fun. You just have to. You get a sense of achievement once you've done it and you unlock some characters. It's really a lot of fun. Multiplayer is excellent too. The Wii U features are great. I have been playing a lot on the gamepad rather than the screen, just because of how like my situation is. It's a really great thing for me that I can play on the gamepad. The online mode's fun too. The tracks are great. The driving mechanics are great. I think everything's really great about this game. It's really nice and polished off, and one of the best kart races out there, really. And it's cheap as well, because it was released as a budget title. So you should definitely check out Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. It really is one of my favourite racing games. Besides like Mario Kart, if you like Mario Kart, definitely check this out. We don't have a Mario Kart on the Wii U yet, so get this. If you're waiting for Mario Kart, get this to swing you over, because it's brilliant. Next up, a game I had high hopes for and high expectations, and it met my expectations. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. So I'm a huge fan of Smash Brothers, so a PlayStation Smash Brothers coming out, you know, I'm jumping on board that. And yeah, a Smash Brother clone it is, but it does differentiate from Smash Bros a lot because of the combat's more of, you have to kind of get combos, build up your super, and then the more combos you get, the more your super builds up, and just you can use better moves and stuff. It's not as balanced as Smash Bros. There are characters in here that are incredibly useless, like Sackboy. Like on Smash Bros, you pretty much can master any character and be good as them, I think. But not on this. Characters like Sackboy, if you play as Sackboy online, you're not going to win. The online's really fun though. My favourite character in this is Ratchet. And also like Sly Cooper, Nathan Drake, Toro, Hayachi. There's just a lot of characters in this. I've been playing this game a lot, and I've tried to master quite a few characters. Apparently this game didn't sell very well, so the company, Superbot, I think they've departed from Sony, which is a shame, because they've put there's a lot of PlayStation love in here. Like when there's characters from the franchises, like Murray from Sly Cooper, and you get little minions, so you can get like apes from Ape Escape and stuff like that. And there's just so much PlayStation love really has been thrown into this. Not as much as I'd say in Smash Bros. There's definitely improvements that could be made to this, which is They announced a sequel really soon after the game came out. I'm not sure what's happening with that now that the company's departed, but hopefully we do see a sequel. And Sony is still taking over DLC, so there's going to be DLC for this, and I'm going to get it as soon as it comes out. So yeah, really happy with PlayStation All Stars 4. It was great and really enjoying it, playing it a lot, love it. And then at number 2, a game I knew I'd love because I love the franchise, huge fan of this franchise. So looked at a lot of the trailers, looked at everything for this game, and it looked brilliant, and it was brilliant. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Now this just okay, if you're not a fan of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, let me just explain it this way. It's a brilliant action game with an incredibly fun combat system. Great new mechanics, like you can just fly around and hit stuff. But basically, if you're a fan of games like that, then check it out because it's fun for that. If you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts, it's got all the Kingdom Hearts love in it, like old characters. There's so many characters from all the other games thrown in here. It's like a fan service game because they just throw so much in there. If you like characters from Birth by Sleep or 358 Days or any Kingdom Hearts game, they'll be in here, and you'll love it when they come on screen. The worlds are absolutely brilliant. This is the best looking Kingdom Hearts to date, the best sounding Kingdom Hearts game to date. It's one of my favourite Kingdom Hearts games. It's certainly brilliant. Only gripe I have with this is again the story. I managed to follow all the Kingdom Hearts stories, which is a bit of a task because you have to do some research and actually think about what's happening. You have to really pay attention. In this, I did really pay attention, still didn't have a clue what was going on. So, if you haven't played the Kingdom Hearts, you will absolutely be completely lost. There's no point following the storyline. Just look at the pretty colours and the great voice acting and just smile. But yeah, if you are a fan of Kingdom Hearts, more research will have to be put in to find out what's going on in here. I've done research, still don't have a clue what's happening. But yeah, looking forward to, and this game has loads of Easter eggs at the end that show that it's leading to Kingdom Hearts 3. So anyone looking forward to that, it's coming, and this is the build-up one to it. So play this because it's a brilliant game, and look forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. And lastly, a game I have not seen on many top 10s or top 5s of this year, but for me, this is just a complete, no question, this game's #1. That's Theatrhythm Final Fantasy for the 3DS. And the reason that it's no question is because I knew I'd love this game as soon as it was announced, because I love music games, it's one of my favourite genres, and I love Final Fantasy, it's one of my favourite RPGs, and I love Final Fantasy music, it's one of my favourite video game OSTs. All the Final Fantasies have brilliant music. So combining the two together, yeah, this is my game. This is definitely my game. I knew I'd love it as soon as they announced it. But yeah, it's just really great. They put the original songs from the older games, like not remade versions. They put the old 8-bit versions of Final Fantasy 1 through 3, 16-bit versions of 4 through 6, and then just the great orchestral versions from the newer ones. And you can really see how the series have progressed. It's like a history game as well. It's a history lesson of Final Fantasy when you play through this. And it's really great seeing all the cutscenes look brilliant on the 3DS, 8-bit ones, and even Final Fantasy 13 looks brilliant on the 3DS. The gameplay is really fun, like there's RPG elements, and you can kind of dive in, you can level up your characters, so there's replay value, there's a lot of replay value. It's fun to go back and play this. I've played it. I've played this game a ton, and I still haven't unlocked all the characters. That's a hard task, trying to unlock all the characters. And there's a lot of characters in this, not just one character from each game. There's side characters and stuff in there as well, like Kain from Final Fantasy 4 and Snow from 13. And loads of characters like that. So it's a huge fan service. You can collect cards of the enemies. There's just loads of great Final Fantasy love put into this, and it's a music game. So I absolutely love it. I need to get my own 3DS so I can get the DLC. I'm using my brother's at the moment. But the 3DS for me, even though I haven't played too many 3DS games this year, it looks like it really is the console of 2012. It really was, because it had games like Kid Icarus Uprising, Resident Evil Revelations, Kingdom Hearts, Metal Gear. It had so much great stuff on it. I'm really loving the 3DS. It's one of my favourite handhelds at the moment, and I don't even have one. That just goes to show how much of an impact the 3DS has had on me. It's such a great system. Need to get one. Need to get more games from it. Yeah, Theatrhythm Final Fantasy, excellent game. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy, grab it. If you're a fan of fun music games, grab it. If you're, just pick this game up. It's really brilliant. I love Theatrhythm Final Fantasy. So thanks for watching. I'll try and do better this year and get in some more games, so hopefully I can do a top 10. If not, I'll at least have a top 5, because there are some good games that are coming out this year that I'm looking forward to. The first one being Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which I'm going to be doing an unboxing of very soon. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. Also, leave a comment down below telling me what games you thought were really great in 2012 and what your favourite game was, maybe your top 5. I'd love to hear it. And once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.